Stuff Radio. We back with the one and only CeeLo Main. How you feeling today?
Yo, I'm feeling real good.
All right, let's go. We're excited to have you here. We want to learn more about you and everything. So where are you from? You know, where were you raised? Where you claim?
Okay. Well, first of all, I was born in North Carolina.
Okay.
But I'm from St. Augustine, Florida.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Historic out there.
Yeah. It's a beautiful place, man. It's a lot of growth going on right now.
When's the last time you've been back?
Yesterday, actually.
Really?
Yeah, I shot a video over in St. Augustine on Masters, where I used to live at.
Okay.
So yeah, just
gotta represent for the home.
Oh, for sure, you got to.
How long you been in Orlando?
I've been here for like about 2 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but what do you notice about the difference? Like any major differences you notice?
Let me think. Really, just like the people.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Just different people.
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere I go, it's like you
definitely
meet different people.
Word. So you're doing your thing with music and everything like that. And how long have you been in the game and doing your thing, creating music and everything? How long has it been for you?
To be honest, I've been rapping since I was like 5 years old.
Yeah, since legit.
Yeah. So like, I just I really started recording when I was probably like 12.
Okay.
My homeboy
Middle school.
Green, he put me up on recording and really getting myself out there.
Yeah. Did you record yourself and stuff like that too?
He had like a home studio, so
like
I go there.
Yeah.
Go there and I'll just lace the tracks.
Word. So what's like your go-to? Like what do you normally love to create music about?
Really just off my life.
Yeah.
Or like really mainly just life experiences. I put it all together.
Okay.
Use my creativity all together.
Yeah, that's really important. I know for me, I love to like take what I've been through, like talk about pain and stuff like that. Do you find it easier sometimes to talk about like pain versus like lighthearted moments in life, or what comes easy to you?
The easy thing that comes to me is talking about like I love to hustle, you know what I'm saying? So I love to get to it, So I like to speak on that part.
Like getting active.
I also have like I'm very versatile, so I could rap about a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm feeling some type of way, I might feel down. I could write a down song, but I prefer to rap about getting motivated.
Yeah, no, I think that's really important too, because like we are inspiring so many people. Like we have to, be very intentional about our music. I tell the artists all the time, like you have a gift, you have a gift that God gave you. Like you gotta be real intentional about what you put out, because I teach middle school and like them kids, they worship artists and they listen to what they're saying, and it's like you really gotta be intentional about that.
Yeah, that's definitely something. I mean, even with me, like I'm still growing every day. So it's like I gotta slowly get into the lane of like, okay, continue to be a little bit more careful, because you gotta think about children, think about kids.
Yeah.
So we try to lean towards that way as I'm growing. You know what I'm saying? But,
yeah, most definitely.
Yeah.
So what are some of your goals, like with music and things like that?
To be honest, my goal with music is really I want to see how far I can go with it. You know what I'm saying? I want to see. I don't know. I want to intake the whole thing with music. I want to like really, what's the word? What I'm looking for here? I want to really just embrace what comes with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you. Yeah, I know. Like for me, I think it's important that we do a lot like in the community and stuff like that. Have you ever thought about doing any like community work or anything, like giving back, like with your music? Like you say you want to motivate the people.
Yeah.
Have you ever thought about like
really just with connections. The people I meet, if they have something going on and I feel like my music would blend towards what they have going on, or I can find something that could fit into that avenue, I'll be down to do for the community.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like growing up, like who was your inspiration?
My inspiration, to be honest, my inspiration was really like my father and my uncle. They really had a big impact on me as a person.
So your father and your uncle?
Yeah.
So how individually and then together did they impact?
Okay, individually, like my pops, he was like always just like around the house. He played like a lot of hip hop music. Like I grew up off like DMX music, Tupac, like Too Short. Like he just always was on music in the house. Yeah. And he would always freestyle around me. You know what I'm saying? So
you freestyle too?
I'm not the best freestylist, you know what I'm saying? I prefer to write, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, like when I'm chilling, I'm hanging out or whatever.
Yeah, you might just freestyle. You gotta go one time on a Monday to Austin's. They freestyle all the time.
Okay.
Freestyle Mondays, yeah, it's super
Okay.
dope. Yeah,
Alright.
they play the beats and you know you go and do your thing and
Okay.
everything like that. Yeah.
Alright.
So you say your dad used to
Yeah.
play a lot of music. You said
Right,
DMX and stuff like that.
Yeah. So
Alright.
that really put, just helped structure me toward music.
Mhm.
And then like my Uncle Jay, like they just come to the house. They're like, battle rap, we play around, we just
Oh
rapping.
yeah.
But for some reason that really impacted me a lot.
Yeah.
And just helped me out.
Yeah, because when you're young, you're like a sponge, you know,
Right.
you just soak up everything and
Exactly.
you're around it. So have you ever like dibble dabbled with battle rap or anything like that at all?
I
Or
mean,
not?
as a kid, I don't prefer to
Mhm.
like battle rap. I like to speak more on like,
Yeah.
just my experiences and
Your
stuff. Not really
experience?
trying to,
I hear
diss
that.
people, you know what
Nah,
I'm saying?
I
Yeah.
get you. Yeah, I always joke with my students because I'm like, y'all gotta do like a battle, but you have to be only positive. Like,
Yeah.
yo, you are so dope that when I see you, you're but they say like it's whack and stuff. But I try to encourage them because I just play with them. But
Yeah.
it's like, cause it's like the whole foundation of it a lot of times is putting people down.
Right.
And I get it, it's for the culture, but at the same time,
It's
we
competitive. It's competitive.
gotta big people up, we gotta empower them,
Yeah.
So I try to challenge them to do that and stuff. But on Free Yourself Radio a lot, like we like to talk to the artists about their journey, about their background, but we also like to talk about mental health
Right.
because it's very important. So at my first time meeting you and things like that, I'm sure you've been through a lot of positives, a lot of highlights in your life, but I'm sure there's been a lot of moments where maybe you were down in the mud or you just were like, man, like I need to like motivate myself, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly, right.
So for that, like, if you don't mind, like sharing with the people a little bit about some moments that you kind of had to self-motivate.
Really, when it comes to like mental health, like I have to say, it's very real. You know what I'm saying? Because we go through, like, even as a black man, we go through a lot of pressure, like even in the world itself. So when it comes to like keeping yourself sane, you know what I'm saying? You have to really find a place to ground yourself. You know what I'm saying? Ground yourself and like be able to really come back from whatever you was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So it's very important to really find that space where you're comfortable and you can just be yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that'll really help, mentally to keep you in a good sound area in life.
That was one thing that I really liked, about Nipsey. Were you a fan of Nipsey Hussle? Are you
I can't say I'm a big fan,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I respected the things that he had going on.
Yeah,
so
certain
like,
things,
yeah,
yeah.
and I can admire that in him, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
like coming back. Yeah, so like I said, I work a lot in the community with the kids and stuff like that.
Right on.
And we always love to ask the artists like what would be like a piece of advice or something that you would tell them, like a tidbit, like, hey bro, like like what would be something that you would want to let a younger you know if you could.
I would say definitely focus on like your discipline. I feel like you have to really, if you want something, you got to discipline yourself enough to really like push forward towards that thing that you want. You know what I'm saying? Because it's very easy to like lose your focus. It's very easy to like get distracted.
Yep.
But if you really work on your discipline as a person or whatever it is that you're going for, I think that'll really help.
Yeah, facts. Has there ever been a moment where you felt like you got off track or like that
Yes.
you lost focus?
Yes, plenty of times.
What'd you do like to get back?
With me, I feel like with just life in general, it's like I'm chasing a dream, like you're chasing your dreams to become, this artist, this big time artist. But at the same time, you're dealing with, real life. You got bills, you got, whatever it is. You have to separate these two things.
True.
And like that's something, I
Like-
still deal with to this day. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like
saying?
not
It's
allow like the emotional turmoil and the other pressures to kind of stop you from that.
Right on.
Yeah, I think that's really important. We're gonna get into one of your tracks, because we want to hear you and everything like that. So
Okay,
we're
cool.
actually gonna listen to one of his tracks. So you already know Free Yourself Radio. We about to get into one of them right now.
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
dope. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Yeah, run it up, run it up, yeah, run it up, run it up, run it
Hey, Free Yourself Radio. See, little man, run it up. Let's
Yo,
go.
run it up.
You
Let's
know
get
what
it.
I'm thinking the whole time? Like, that money counter, which is like, it's just
Yeah,
kind of money.
yeah.
You just, you know what I mean? You do like a little scene,
Yeah.
like where you got like the one kid doing the little dance, the other, the girl on the side counting on the money.
Word
That's
up.
dope. I like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
We gotta have this motivation, this
Right on.
hustle. Not only to get your music, to get your day started. For those of y'all that need to get in that gym,
Right,
and play
right,
that
right.
music, run it up. Whether it's
Right
on the
up.
treadmill or
Right.
in the freaking
Straight
whatever,
up.
you know what I'm saying? Let's get active.
Straight
So,
up.
yeah, I love that. I love the energy. You know, for me, it's like I was putting a playlist together the other day for working out, and you know that like that hard energy music.
You gotta put that running up on.
Yeah.
It's gonna drop on the 3rd. I'm gonna drop it on the 3rd.
All right, y'all.
Next month.
Look out for that. Run it
Run it
up,
up.
and then run it back too.
That's right. That's on repeat.
Okay, run it up, run it back, run it just in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
That's
yes.
super dope. I really enjoyed that. That's super fire. So you know, for visuals, you know, like I always like to talk to artists about. It's really exciting. You know, do you have anything in the works or some ideas that you have?
Well, for the visual, the first one that I just actually dropped.
Yeah, because you said you did a video yesterday, right?
Right on.
St. Augustine.
Yeah, St. Augustine, Florida. I dropped. It's a song I got called No Counterfeit. It's already out now. So like, just put in No Counterfeit, CeeLo Man.
No counterfeit. We don't want none of that.
Yeah. So
Hold that.
And that's really something that I'm building my brand off of. You know?
Okay.
So
tell us more about that. Like, tell us more about your brand.
I can't really speak too much on it because I'm in the building process. But
okay.
It's coming though. It's coming though.
That's dope. I think it's exciting, you know, artists to be their own boss, to own their own businesses.
Exactly.
Shout out to all the business owners,
Yes.
LLC owners. If you don't have a business yet, you just have an idea,
Right on.
write it down,
You gotta
execute
go for
it.
Right.
You
Write
know,
the vision
use
and
your
make it plain.
use your fear to like push you. You know what I'm saying?
Right on.
So. I'm in a good vibe with that song and stuff like that. So, St. Augustine, you were at yesterday. Where you gonna be at tomorrow?
Tomorrow I am going to be. I don't know
What
I got planned tomorrow.
You supposed to just say Orlando, or you just gonna fly out tomorrow?
I mean, you never know, cause my day it could just be like, hey, we need to go here, we need to go here. So,
you never know.
Yeah, you just never know.
You never know.
Sometimes.
Nah, that's dope. So what are some states or some cities that you wanna go to travel format?
I mean, I've been to a lot of states, like doing traveling, just driving wise.
Yeah.
But I would like to visit. I want to go to New York. I want to see
New
what
York.
New York is like.
You want to go to New York?
Yeah,
I heard
not
there's a
live
competition coming up.
Oh,
I
yeah?
don't know. Road to New York, back to New York.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because back in December, Indie Jams, Free Yourself, we came together, Powerhouse put together a competition to send an artist out to New York, Hit the Beat, shout out Hit the Beat. And Del Siobhan, shout out Del Siobhan, won Caribbean Artist here in Orlando. She won a stack. They're doing another one for $1,500 in just a few weeks. So I don't know if they have any open more slots, but we can hit up. But
I'm just curious to.
They're doing another competition.
Check it out,
Yeah, New York is dope. I think it's fire. A lot of drill over there though.
Yeah.
A lot of drill rappers. That's the only thing. It's like a lot of people, they just do the same thing over and over. They're afraid sometimes to like be a little bit different.
Yeah.
But that's something that I kind of wanted to ask you, like your perspective. Like meeting other artists and stuff. Like, do you feel like some artists are just counterfeit, like you said, like they ain't really trying to be who they are, they're trying to fit a mold? Or do you feel like you've met a lot of genuine people, or what?
I haven't really ran into, people can like over exaggerate things, but when it comes to like actually like a fake rapper, I haven't really ran into like none of them.
Okay.
In my space.
Right.
But it's people that really like fake out everything.
Yeah.
And, I don't know. You gotta really put your life into what you're doing. You gotta be yourself. You gotta be like use your experiences and really put that into your craft, into your art. You know what I'm saying? Because like can't nobody knock that. You know what I'm saying? If I stand on who I am and what I do, you can't knock me because I'm me. You know
I think like a lot of times, I've encountered some people that they're like trying a lot harder to just kind of like be someone that they're not, when really they would be so much more embraced and loved if you just be yourself.
Right.
So what if you a little nerdy? That's you.
Yeah,
what if you know what I mean? Like just be you. Like, and again, everything that I say, I try to also be mindful of myself too, because sometimes we get caught up, but there is no other you. Like, you know what I'm saying? You are only you. And like people gonna just love you for who you are. Like you're not meant to be that person.
That's right. Yeah.
You're not meant to be that person. That's okay.
Yeah.
So, I think that's super dope. So we have another one of your tracks.
Right.
And I know you talked a little bit earlier about your uncle and your pops, and I love the fact that you mentioned your father.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people, right now they fatherless. They didn't have that growing up.
Yep.
And what about anybody else? Like, any artists that stuck out to you, like listening to as a jitterbug, like, man, I had that
Yeah.
that Pac on, or I had that whoever
To
on.
be honest,
who was your go-to? Like, man, I'm in my feelings. I gotta listen to this person right now. Like, who was it?
As a kid,
Yeah, as
you
a
know,
kid.
I'm gonna be like completely honest. As a small kid growing up,
Yeah.
one person that had an impact on me was
Who?
Bow Wow.
Bow Wow.
I gotta give Bow Wow props because when I was a kid, like I had the braids. I used
Uh-oh.
to, I used to play ball, so like
Oh,
it was good for me to
okay.
see a younger person
Mhm.
around that age range
Yeah, what
doing
was the
something I
movie?
could do.
What was that one movie he was in?
The Like Mike joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So like,
yeah.
I gotta give props to him
Bow
as a young
Wow.
kid. I remember like looking at him like, man, I could do that. You know what I'm saying? And so
Yeah.
I gotta give props to Bow Wow on that.
Okay. And then when you got a little bit older,
As I
you
got
went
older,
from Bow Wow to who?
yeah, I started listening to let me see.
Oh, Mario. I'm just kidding. I don't know. Yeah.
I used to listen to just different people. I listened to like Boosie. I grew up off like Boosie music.
Were you ever into Plies?
I listened to Plies. I listened
He's
to
so
a
short.
lot of
Shout out
artists. You know what I'm
Plies.
saying?
Yeah.
Listen to a lot of different artists, but like,
Just saying.
yeah, just a lot of different artists.
Yeah, yeah,
I can't
nah.
really put a name on it.
I hear
Just
you.
different artists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of times my students and I, we talk about, Tupac versus Biggie
Mhm.
and stuff, and they're always like, yeah, Biggie, and I'm just like,
Mhm.
but Pac was a poet.
Right on,
You know
right on.
what? I'm a poet, so do you ever encounter poets? Like, have you ever collaborated with a poet?
I haven't collaborated with one, but I went to I checked out the open mic thing they have here in Orlando.
Yeah,
and,
shout out spoken word
Yeah,
poetry.
yeah. I checked it out, you know what I'm saying, and
Yeah.
got a feel for it to see what they doing. I was like,
Yeah.
I like it.
Cause it's like poetry is just basically like, well, music and poetry is all
Yeah, it's all tied
You know what I'm
together.
saying? So
Yeah.
breaking it down.
Right.
Word. So we love the energy earlier. Definitely gonna be in the playlist for working out and all that. We're gonna get into one of your other tracks,
Okay,
but
cool.
before that we do, if you want to shout out anybody or you want to just give props or credit to anybody that's helped shape your journey, your path, and stuff like that.
I want to give pretty much give a shout out to like my immediate family. You know what I'm saying? Like all my family, I love y'all. Marquise Gilbert, Josh. Shout out to my girl and her family.
Hey, shout out to the queen.
My Italian family over there. I love them, man. They some good people. And who else? Shout out to my boy Devontae Green, DeAndre Maxwell. I could go on and on.
Yeah,
man.
the
Shout
list goes on.
Yeah,
and
shout
on.
out to everybody who love me, support me,
Yes, sir.
and want to see me shine and want to see me do good. I love y'all.
All right, let's go. So let's introduce your next track and tell them one more time where they can find you.
You can find me I'll be on Instagram at C-LOWMANE, CeeLo Maine. You can find me and I'll be on YouTube. I'm dropping a lot of new music that's coming out. And this next joint we getting into is just something that I just dropped. It's called My Familia. And pretty dope song, man. Check it out.
Let's get into it.
Yeah,
Free
yeah.
Yourself Radio, CeeLo Maine. You
Big
already
CeeLo
know.
Maine. Let's go.
Big.
Yes, sir.